Well, Vaughan's really excited this day. He's really worked up, and I'm excited now because he's excited, but something's upset the old fella. Hey, Vaughan, what's going down, man?
Boy, upset, that's the understatement of the year. That's the understatement of this whole lockdown. Max, today, a government bureaucrat, I happen to be part of a 300 strong Zoom hui, and I won't name and shame or throw anyone under the bus. I'll just start with this. A government bureaucrat talking to a 300 strong Auckland small business community, so you can kind of narrow down where it was, said the following: we're all under pressure. I gave up my Monday of the Labour weekend public holiday to work. Right. Do you know how condescending that is, Max? I'll tell you how condescending that is. That is a comment by someone who has not missed a single payday throughout the whole 12 weeks of lockdown. That is a comment directed at a community who have not had a single payday through a 12-week lockdown. That just stopped me cold in terms of the disconnect between the small business coalface and the bureaucracy. We've known it, it's no secret, but to have your nose rubbed in it in the middle of a 3-month lockdown, tell you what, I was gutted to hear that. You know, the team of 5 mil, it's always been a myth. It's always been us and them. And boy, are we getting that loud and clear right now. So, Max, we're in the Auckland small business. We understand what a health-based risk response, is for this COVID and the pandemic. We accept the need for a lockdown. Lockdown's not the problem. Small businesses being needlessly destroyed. That is the problem. That is the collateral damage going beyond policy. And when collateral damage goes beyond policy, that's recklessness. So, and quite frankly, it's morally unacceptable. And we've got to not accept that. So take this example, Max. 3 weeks ago, October 22, government announces emergency relief for small businesses. Hooray! It's the cavalry are coming. That would be delivered via the Regional Business Partner Network. Emergency as an urgency, you would think would be immediate. Wrong. Okay, small businesses have to wait until November 15 just to hear the details. So what we heard today was an announcement for the next announcement.
That's frustrating, Vaughan. You're telling me that they're telling you November 15th before they're even going to think about it. And these are paid officials who are getting money while us poor guys are going without.
Hard out. You would not want the government to be responsible for being ambulance drivers. We're standing here gushing blood. And you know what they send? They sent consultants to assess the scene, to go back and say, what should we do? See you in a month. And you know what the excuse was before that? November 15 is the date for releasing the details. Ministers are still to determine the detail. Now, just think about that for a minute, Max. Imagine running a business like that. Announce a plan, figure out the details later. That business would not be around too long. Max, the Auckland small businesses, we don't need government handouts. We don't need support, particularly when it's administered so bloody poorly. What Auckland small businesses need or do want right now is for government to get the friggin' heck out of the way and trust us to trade responsibly and safely. We're not monkeys. We're not idiots. We know how to run and look after our customers and our staff. And I'll just, finish on this little bit here, Max. Auckland small businesses are all sick all the way up to pussy's bow with the confusing and overwhelming guidelines around multi-step lockdowns, traffic light systems. It may as well be a foreign language as far as your average small business is concerned. They are making a friggin' meal of it. We are patronized with this bureaucratic chin music that doesn't belong at the cold place of small business. I mean, stuff I heard today was like more resilience, productivity gains, action-oriented. I mean, come on, what small business talks like that? For the Auckland lockdown, when it comes to the talk and the walk, as far as I'm concerned, never the twain shall meet.
Well, Vaughan, you've touched my heartstrings today on that stuff. That is exactly right on tune. And the anger I have with these smiling politicians who are on full pay while us poor guys have got nothing to live on and really suffering up here in Auckland. And they don't even have the decency to bother to even come and visit us. But to tell us to put it off to the 15th by these bureaucrats, to tell you what, you spoiled, over bloody zealous, useless, horrible people, get a life, because the real stuff is happening here in Auckland. Like, you work me up, Vaughan. I am very unhappy with this as well. And I'm going to get, I can give you the last say, mate. There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, I would just say, my last say would be this. whoever is coming up with this claptrap couldn't run a bath, let alone run a small business. So I will close with this. Today is the 79th day of Auckland's lockdown. Tomorrow is the 80th day. The worst ever 3-month period in the history for small business, the Auckland small business community. At what point do we say enough is enough? Now is a good time to ask that question. Does a small business perhaps need, the community need its own political party? Just saying, Max. So, on that note, I will say good day and I bid you good luck.